There's some really interesting news breaking very recently across the Bloomberg terminal, coming from the Wall Street Journal, talking about how the US is preparing action targeting allies' chip plants in China. In particular, there's talk of ending waivers for the likes of TSMC, SK Hynix, Samsung that actually make chips in China, right? It seems to be trying to make it harder for global chip makers basically to operate in China.
Well, to a degree, yes. And the idea from the Trump administration is to what they see it as, according to the journal's reporting, level the playing field when it comes to requirements for rare earths to be shipped to the U.S. In other words, the same degree of licensing required for that would soon be perhaps required for bringing American technology, American chip-making equipment into China, or at least updated or repaired in the Chinese market. And remember that TSMC, SK Hynix, and Samsung produce a lot of chips for the American market in China. But what they use is U.S. equipment and equipment from overseas. U.S. equipment would now need a license. Rather than just getting a blanket waiver where you can bring it in without having to check every time with the U.S. government, you would need that level of permission. Now, this is not pertaining to the most advanced, the highest-end AI chips, for instance. This is a lot of the legacy-level semiconductors, the older generation chips that go into automobiles, consumer electronics, and other lower-end things. So it's not exactly targeting the upper end that we've seen the U.S. government do, for instance, by barring AMD and NVIDIA, of course, from selling their most advanced AI chips. Instead, this is taking aim at a different end of production in China of certain kinds of chips.